And welcome back to Let's Play Minecraft. And so I found this little village right after I left you on the last episode. Very small little village here. It's in the desert. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Minecraft villages generate in vanilla in deserts, plains, and savannas. And obviously this one's in the desert. So I just found it though, so I thought I'd show you that, you know, hey, here's a village. So anyway, on today's episode, I think we'll have just a couple goals. First of all, I'd like to go ahead and put in a couple new plant or animal farm elements to my home. So I will add 2 farms. And then I want to renovate the jungle shack that we built in a previous episode. Okay, so anyway, here's a little hilltop. You can see the village down there. And I think actually even something that I like to do that I did in an earlier episode is pillar up and look around. On 1.8, Minecraft 1.8, you get really good performance. You can load quite a few chunks, at least I can, without a loss to performance. So anyway, there's the village. Very small, like I said. I've lit up a little bit, but it's not safe at night. So I think the smart thing to do is leave before the zombies come and kill off the villagers. So let's get out of here. Took a little shortcut, and I made it back home. Okay, so, and just FYI, the village was off to my right there, across the ocean and that desert. Not the ocean, the river and that desert. Okay, so anyway, I think that what we're gonna do is go ahead and put some paths in around my current wheat farm, which is coming along, by the way. And then I think I'm gonna add a carrot and potato farm right here. Now, I don't honestly remember whether I got my potatoes and carrots from that village that we just saw, or if I got them from zombies. But those, well, there's basically 3 places you can get them in the game if you don't know. I mean, obviously you can get them as rare drops from zombies and from, both potatoes and carrots from zombies. And then you can also get them from villages. Villages will often have 2 or 3 different types of farms, wheat, potato, and carrots, and so you can get them. I think that's probably where I got these, but I didn't show it on camera, so I apologize about that. But anyway, and I think you can also get them in some dungeon chests, but I could be wrong. I think you can, though. So, potatoes are probably the most overpowered food in this game. Baked potatoes, I think, restore 4 health and are very easy to come up with. You just harvest a bunch of potatoes and you bake them. 1-to-1 ratio, you don't have to do like 3-to-1, which is the case with bread. Anyway, so I'm just putting an infinity water source here. You don't need an infinite water source for this. Frankly, it's slightly inefficient to have that. I am leaving room for a fence to go around this farm too, so... And at this point in the game, I did not realize that you could easily undo a plowed field by just jumping up and down on it. So, obviously that's why I dug that out. I thought you had to dig it out to get it back to normal. Anyway, still making a few decisions here about how to do this. But I think I probably need to move that stone path back. And this is a manual farm, obviously, so it's going to be manually harvested. All right, so let's trying to think what I should do. Should I put I'll go ahead and plant, and then I'll put the fences around. I've got some errant sheep running around in this general area, so I'm worried that they might come trample my crops a little bit, but you'll have that. And I guess I'll just stick him there. Okay. And potatoes, that's bread, not potatoes. That is not potatoes. Okay, here's potatoes. Go ahead and stick those in as well. I can't tell you how excited I was. And this is so stupid, but the first time I ever played Minecraft, and really got a decent base setup, I was so excited to put potatoes and carrots, and you have no idea. Like, a zombie dropped a carrot one time. I was like, what the hell is that? So I planted it. I mean, I didn't know what I was doing at the time, and it was so much fun. Now I know, and it's kind of old hat. Frankly, with all the mods outside of Yon, with all the mods out there, you know, potatoes and carrots, quite frankly, are kind of old school, you know. Now, obviously, one little thing to keep in mind is that, by the way, I made some more birch fences here. One thing to keep in mind is that in Minecraft 1.8, and I'm not sure if it was the case in 1.7.10, but certainly in 1.8, carrots are a crucial ingredient for breeding and luring different animals, because, you know, wheat works on sheep and cows, seeds work on chickens, carrots work on pigs and horses and donkeys and things, and I think rabbits. Yeah, so I mean, those are basically your three livestock food options. By the way, I grabbed some more cobblestone here. So it's important that you have carrots because you're going to need them for livestock too. Carrots are an extremely convenient source of food as well because you don't have to cook them. And they restore, you know, I'd have to look it up, but it's maybe 3 hunger points plus the highest saturation in the game, which I think is 4 saturation. You can go ahead and look up how hunger and saturation work if you really want to. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put some light in here because it's obviously pretty dark. So anyway, my goals were to put in two new farms, which I just did. So I'll go ahead and check those off the list here. And my next goal was to go to that jungle shack that I created when I first explored and go ahead and spruce that up. So, yeah, let's see. Let's put some more lights over by the carrots and potatoes. What I'm doing here, by the way, is I'm not going to finish this one today, but I'm going to go ahead and put this one in. It's another fenced-in area for more animals. Excuse me, I wish I had a cough button. I had a cold this week, by the way. It really sucked. But this one, I think I'm going to put sheep in. But it might be cows, it might be chickens. Definitely want them somewhere. Hearing a zombie over there, too. But the fence should protect me. Fences are actually really, really useful for keeping zombies out. I mean, they're useful for keeping animals in and stuff like and decoration and all that. But zombies and, you know, I guess creepers and all the other mobs will not be able to go over fences as well. So they create pathing obstacles, which causes the zombies to track around them, which, you know, it's not like a block. It's a fence. It's a block and a half. So it's a really cheap, easy way to do that. I think, I was trying to think here. You know, they changed that formula for fence from 6 sticks to 4 planks and 2 sticks, which means that effectively they, let's see, 6 sticks would result from what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, it would be the equivalent of 3 planks, because, you know, even though you can't make it, you'd have, let's say you had 6 planks, so 3 on top, 3 on bottom. That would give you 3 times 4, which is 12. So if 6 planks gives you 12, 3 planks gives you 6 sticks. I filled in some of that dirt over there, by the way. Made it a little smoother. I always love doing this little terraforming, landscaping for my area. Anyway, but I like to keep most of the natural terrain features. So if 6 sticks costs 3 planks, then obviously a recipe that costs 2 sticks and 4 planks. By the way, this is the direction of how I get to my jungle hut. Or not my jungle hut, it's a swamp hut. And so I just kind of cut out the travel there, and I'm almost there. You remember it from the 2nd or 3rd episode, I can't remember. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, so if it costs 4 planks and 2 sticks, obviously, and 2 sticks would be the equivalent of 1 plank, because it takes 2 planks to make 4 sticks, so 1 plank would make 2 sticks. So you basically go from a recipe that costs the equivalent of 3 planks to a recipe that costs the equivalent of 5 planks. But at the same time, you get more out of it. You get, I think you got only 2 fences in 1.7, and now you get, I think it's 3. So it's, you know, it's not that far off as far as resource costs go. But obviously now in 1.8, you get your different types of wood, not just the same type of fence all the time now. Which is, for the most part, a great feature. It can be slightly annoying if you want to consolidate your wood and all that, but whatever. Anyway, here we are at the marsh hut. I made a furnace here, and I'm going to go ahead and create some glass while I'm building some other parts of the shack so I can put those in later. Let's go ahead and make a chest real quick. Okay. Stick him right there. Put some of the stuff that I don't really need in here. The saplings. By the way, I got some glowstone. I killed a witch on my way over here. Okay. So yeah, these resources might come in handy if I'm like out and about and I need, you know, some bone meal or whatever. If I were, you know, I'm commentating this well after the fact, and I'm so much more experienced now, and I just think to myself, you know, geez, I've got a bone there, and I'm trying to put in this farm here, which, yeah, we're going to put in a wheat farm here. And I don't even use the bone to get it going, you know. I'm like, I would not make that mistake today. Okay, so that's a decent little plot there. Should be enough for my seeds here. In fact, we're going to have a lot more land than we have seeds. That's okay, though. Probably harvest up a few more seeds from some of this grass around here. And it's always a good idea, you know, it can't hurt really to have your bucket filled with water at all times. So anyway, last time, I wanted to touch on something I said last time. While I'm building, I'll just give you some commentary on this. So, last time, I was basically saying, gee, you know, it'd be nice if Minecraft did this or Minecraft did that. In fact, I've had several of those comments over the videos, over this series so far. And I'm sure some of you are sitting there, like, pulling out your hair, like, why is he saying that Minecraft needs more, you know, types of caves? There are mods that do that. Or, like, why is he saying that Minecraft should allow you to advance through the ages? Hasn't he ever heard of TerraFirmaCraft? Or, you know, all this stuff. And the answer to that question is, you know, generally no. At the time that I described these things, advancing through the ages, having different foliage in caves, having diagonal blocks, has he ever heard of carpenter's blocks? I didn't know about those mods. I really didn't. So, you know, if you look at this series, this is episode 7, and so I've been playing it for a little while, but, you know, I released them, let's just say, far less frequently than players like Etho and BOO and Scar typically release their videos. They release a video like every other day or something like that, sometimes every day. I release a video like once every 7 to 10 days probably on average. Now, I could probably step that up if I had more followers, but I only have a few people who trickle in right now, and, you know, maybe that'll change someday, maybe it won't. I really want to make good quality videos regardless of my audience, and I do it for the fun. I don't do it for money or anything. I don't get any, I don't do the monetized account thing, and I don't have any plans to. By the way, pet peeve of mine, I'm not sure if I talked about this, when video makers say, if you liked what you saw, please like, subscribe, or comment, blah, blah, blah. Now, of course, they're saying that to increase their YouTube searchability algorithm method. I get that. However, it annoys the living daylights out of me when somebody has to tell me to like a video. If I like the video, I will push like on the thing. You don't have to tell me to like it. You don't have to, you know, what's the word? Engender, you know, yourself to me. You don't have to ingratiate yourself with me. That's a good word. All you got to do is make a good video, and I'll like it, or I'll certainly subscribe if you've got a few. But when you tell me to like, comment, or subscribe, I tell you what, next time I see a video that I'm tempted to like, or that I'm tempted to subscribe to, and whoever says that, I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of soliciting me for the YouTube video makers' financial interests. You know, it just pisses me off. Anyway, that's a tangent. So, I was talking about how, gosh, it'd be nice if these features could be added, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, maybe vanilla Minecraft could add some things like that. But I think I'm just going to put a glass up here just because I'm too lazy to make more planks. And so we've got now a completely encircled, encased hut here, which is basically what I want. I'm going to make a couple doors here. Okay, so let me address these issues one by one. First of all, let me do the advancing through the ages thing. Okay, when I made that comment last video, I didn't know what TerraFirmaCraft was. And since then, it's about 10 days now since I had my last video released, I not only figured out what TerraFirmaCraft was, I watched at least 2 LPs all the way through of it, and I downloaded it and played the shit out of it for a while, to the point where it was like causing my life to like suffer because I was playing it so much. It was really fun, but I'm over it now, but it was so much fun. The problem with TerraFirmaCraft, the biggest problem is the world is dead. The world is lonely. It's a beautiful world. It's very realistic. I love the plant system. I love the metal system. It's fun. But it is just alone. And maybe that could be modded and fixed, or maybe if you had a server with many players, that'd be something. But my God, you get lonely out there. The other problem was I was making a bloomery, or trying to modify my bloomery or something, and I threw a bunch of iron in, and then I had to take out a block from the bloomery, and then I lost all that iron, so I got pissed off. So I stopped playing it, but maybe I'll try it again someday. Maybe I'll cheat a little bit and get my iron back just to put me back in the position I was at. Anyway, fun game, fun mod. I hope they keep developing it. It was a lot of fun. Love the emphasis on survival. Just a little tidbit about me. I took an anthropology class in college, and ever since then I was hooked on the very fascinating topic of how did humans evolve and get to where we are today? How did we become an intelligent race as opposed to just another animal race? And so the idea of starting in the Stone Age and building your way up with copper and bronze, and then getting all the way to iron and so forth, it just really appeals to me. So anyway, so that's TerraFirmaCraft. I think that I like some of the ideas in TerraFirmaCraft, but I still think that my idea of creating a more advancement-oriented, goal-based modded series is still pretty viable. And maybe I'd borrow some ideas from TerraFirmaCraft, really, but mostly I'd make it on my own. With regard to cave foliage, you know, I guess I can't think of a single mod that does this, you know, like, exclusively. But I know, is it Biomes of Plenty or Natura, one of the two, creates a couple different new plants that form in caves. Miner's Delight is what I'm thinking of. And, you know, it creates other things too. Obviously, the mods create a lot more ores that spawn in caves, which is cool. Some spawn in veins, some spawn in clusters, some spawn in isolated single blocks. By the way, I just came up to the mountain to explore a little bit, look down on my little shack, which looks kind of cute down there. I obviously didn't put a very nice roof on it, but whatever. Maybe I'll do that some other time. Anyway, the third thing I was going to say is, you know, Minecraft should integrate diagonal blocks. Well, and maybe they should, but Carpenter's blocks obviously allows you to do that, so, you know, that's just a mod, but maybe the vanilla version could integrate something someday. You know, and it's a question of, is that a violation of pure Minecraft, you know, original Minecraft looks? And I don't think so. I think it's great. You're not going to go out and put a carpenter's block on every single hill, you know, in the valley. You're still going to have blocky hills. You know, it's just for useful buildings. But anyway, I'm just collecting a bunch of eggs now. I'm going to get off my discussion about the mods now. The mods are great. I still plan to do a modded series in the very near future. I want to get a little bit more headway on getting some of these videos out too. I've got like, I don't know, 20 videos saved that I need to commentate on this vanilla series. And you know, I just have to edit them and commentate them, and I guess I shouldn't complain because I love doing it, but it is time consuming, and I don't get paid for it like some people out there, so it is what it is. So I killed 4 chickens, gonna leave a couple, you know, in case I want to breed them later. I'm just looking around over here though. Obviously there's rabbits, which is cool, and it's a snowy biome, so it's cold. I could make an ice farm. I could make a snow farm. Maybe there are wolves, but it's pretty cool. And this video is quickly coming to an end, so we did accomplish our goals, had a nice discussion, and if you were watching, I thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you at the next video. So just remember, Professor Snuggles is looking out for you.